When the finals demand it, sometimes an entire team can rise to the occasion together. In 1970, that team was the New York Knicks. All season long, their success had been built on the team concept, relying not on anyone, but on everyone.
No one of us was as good individually as all of us could be as a team, and we were all kind of points on a five-pointed star, and we all had to depend on each other.
Outside Bradley, one-hander from 20, yes!
There was no envy on that team, no jealousy. The chant of hit the open man became our theme, because the ball was moving around 5, 6, 7 times to find an open guy. So every player sacrificed something to make us a cohesive unit.
They were like one body with 5 hearts, but their soul lived within Willis Reed, the NBA's MVP in 1970.
He was the galvanizer for our team. He could score, he could defend. He was the captain. And in quotations, Willis was the captain. He was the guy who kept us together.
With Willis standing tall against the NBA's best big men, and the Knicks' trademark teamwork clicking on offense, the Knicks reached the NBA Finals.
Beautiful pass.
There, New York's team philosophy faced the ultimate test in LA's cavalcade of stars, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, and the NBA's ultimate dominator, Wilt Chamberlain.
This is what we had dreamed about, playing against the great NBA players to become the NBA champion. And the one thing that we had was supreme confidence.
With their big men battling to a standoff, the Knicks and Lakers split the first 4 games. Then in Game 5, disaster struck New York.
Top of the key to Reedy's triple team, falls down. We got a whistle on the play, and Willis is hurt.
When he went down, it was a big blow. A lot of people thought that was it.
Without Willis, the Knicks fell behind by 20 points, but rallied together to come back to win Game 5.
New York Knicks in a remarkable behind victory.
With Willis still out of action, Game 6 produced no such miracles. Chamberlain scored 45 points, and the Lakers forced a decisive Game 7. Minutes before the final game, there was still no announcement whether Willis would play.
Jack, 19,500 fans here in New York City have yet to see Willis Reed at this hour of the evening.
Coming back to New York, 7th game, will Willis play? That's the question. Will Willis play?
Only when I went to the Garden did I found out that it was dubious as to whether he would play. So there goes the championship. Because without him, I didn't think we could win at all.
I remember just before we took the floor, I said to him, "We only need you for a couple of minutes, big guy." And he said, "If I can get out there, I will."
The big question is, will Willis Reed play tonight? There is tremendous doubt right now.
I looked at it as opportunity. This is what I worked so hard for. Not only me, but everybody else in that locker room. And for me, not to go out there, then I would be letting them down. I wouldn't have let that happen.
Here comes Willis, and the crowd is going wild.
When he did that, we said, yeah, the captain is ready.
If his dramatic entrance wasn't enough, Willis followed it up by hitting the Knicks' first 2 baskets of the game.
To Reed on the forecourt, right side from 20, jumps, yes! Willis has hit on his first 2.
At that point, the whole team had been lifted several levels of belief in themselves.
But seriously hobbled, Willis would not score another point the rest of the way. Coach Red Holzman needed the other Knicks to finish what the captain had started.
He said, "Hey guys, I don't care if Willis play or not, we've got to play." So Red told me to start to look to do more.
To the top of the key, loses to Frazier, racing over the field. Frazier made the steal.
Fueled by the coach's words and the captain's courage, Walt Clyde Frazier took over.
Frazier cuts to his left, now stops and jumps, yes! Frazier out of the back court, and Walt looking very cool, running one-hander, it's good!
Walt Frazier had one of the most remarkable games of all time in the history of NBA championship play.
Stolen by Frazier. Down the lane with the floater, but it's good!
Well, Willis provided the inspiration. And, you know, in a way, I provided the devastation.
West across the midcourt, looses to Frazier. Drives ahead of the field, down the lane, layup is good!
Clyde had 36 points, 19 rebounds, and 7 assists, igniting a total team effort as the Knicks routed the Lakers and won their first NBA championship.
Loose taken by Garrett of the Lakers. He bullets one down court that is intercepted by the Busher. Fast break for the next on the drive. Leads Reed, driving shot is good.
It was like magic. What we thought wouldn't happen had happened because all of the investment that each of us made in each other throughout the year came together in that game when we surpassed our individual abilities to an extent that nobody thought was possible.